Hey everyone, this is a video in the tutorial video series for Steward. In this video, I'm going to show you how to set up an account with transactions. We could do uh, bank synced connected accounts. We could also do local accounts. Of all the accounts, they can also either be off budget or for budget. We'll show you quickly how to do all of those things and some of the things you can do with this to give you a good overview of all of your bank transactions. So here I'm on the all accounts page. This is the default page that you would land on when you initially subscribe to Steward on the paid version. I think we don't have any transaction yet, there's nothing to show. So you can click on add account, or you can click add account here. It's the same thing. To create an account, you can create a local account, or you can create a connected account that connects your financial institution through our data partners that allows you to automatically sync your transactions data automatically. And so then when you create, we're gonna do a local account first to show you some things. Here I'm gonna call it checking, and I'm gonna make it not off budget right now. I'm gonna show you what it looks like as part of the budget, so you can enter a bank balance as needed. In this case, let's say I know I have $1,000, right? I would create that. And it'll create on the day of, but oftentimes you might want to go back in time and say, well, this is really, I know it's at the beginning of the year or in the last year. I'll say it's December 2023. That's my starting balance. You can also change this number to update it as needed. And then you can add transactions, obviously by just manually entering payee, note, category, and amount and to create them. And so, for example, I can say this is a test. This is income, and let's say this is $2,000. You see the difference here between a cleared and not a cleared. So you can set up different configurations so that it's cleared automatically whenever you enter it. In this case, you can just clear it. Cleared for us means posted or pending, or in this case, you can use it manually if you want to as reviewed or not reviewed, but that's your choice. You can also do a lot of manipulation manually on this. For example, we support sort of all the shortcut, which we'll show in a different video. But we support shortcuts so that you don't have to use your mouse as much. Very productive. You can just tap through all of these fields, shift tab back, and you can sort of use enter to go up and down. And one of the things you can do is actually I can select this. Transaction. All the actions you can do. But if you have a shortcut key, you can use those to do all kinds of things. So I want to delete it. I can just click D. It's deleted. We actually support Control X and Control Z as well. So that Control Z, sorry, to undo. You can undo, and it's gone. Which is kind of useful in case you make a mistake to get back quickly. But in general, adding transactions manually is very slow and tedious, and so we support just manual import. In this case, I'm going to import a CSV file that you could download from your bank, and we also support QFX, OFX, and those kind of formats if your bank supports it. In this case, I'm going to need to do some mapping for a CSV. So payee notes should be all mapped properly. You should really look at your CSV to see what the columns are to make sure they map properly. And also some CSVs has amounts in one column or in two different columns. You can use these options to split them and make sure they fit. And some CSVs also has column header, some don't. So you need to look at your CSV to make sure it works. So in this case, I'm going to import. Voila, you have all the transactions into my account. And so now I can see some other things I can do here. I can filter, I can do bulk actions, bulk edits, I could create rules based on this transaction. I can do reconciliation of the account, which is really, really useful. I'll show you another time. We can link account, we can close account, we can have all kinds of export and different functions about this whole list of registry transactions. For now, I want to show also if I create a off budget account, what it looks like. So this is going to be, let's say this is my line of credit. You create a off budget account, then its transactions goes into the off budget bucket, and when it's off budget, it does not affect your budget tracking, which we'll show you in a minute. But when it's on budget, it will. So if we go to tracking here, you'll see in August you have actual transactions for various things, but this number will not be there because it's off budget. And I want to show finally a way to one of the use cases, for example, is to have, so your house, let's say, I would often make the mortgage an off budget account. And that allows me to create another thing called, let's say, off budget account, say house value. And let's say my house is worth $100,000. Cheap house. What you could do here is to have your mortgage and track the balance as you go, and have your market value of the house, and that allows you to have off budget total of $90,000. This is essentially the net worth of asset minus liability of that house, and so these things can contribute to your overall net worth. That's something that's useful. So often I will put my mortgage and a lot of my investment account under off budget. That's very useful. And finally, I want to show you what it looks like to add a on budget account. Sorry, a bank savings account. So in this case, I could connect, and you could select any of these things. If you're in the US, you can use the US accounts. I'm in Canada, so I'm going to say PB Trust, and you can just select and put your credentials and continue, and it will do 2FA as needed and have you connect and pull in the data. We'll do a deeper dive of this in the future, but in Canada there's only we don't have OAuth, but in the US you can do things like OAuth for Chase, for example. If you click on this go to login, it'll be an OAuth screen, which is quite nice. Yeah, we'll pause for now, and we'll do more account related videos later. Thanks.